Jacob Harlan is a successful stockbroker living with his wife, Catherine, and son Joshua, in California. One night, he drives his wife and friends home under the influence of alcohol and causes a collision that kills one of his friends. After taking a plea deal, Jacob is sentenced to 16 months at the California Institution for Men in Chino. And his first night inside, Harlan overhears the gang rape of a fellow inmate and quickly decides his only chance at survival is to go on the offensive. The next day, he stands his ground and attacks an African-American inmate when provoked, drawing the attention of Bottles, the shot caller for the white supremacist gang Peony. In return for protection and entry into the gang, Jacob is forced to smuggle heroin and kill a snitch. Over time, Harlan rises in rank, obtains the alias Money, and grows even more hardened by prison life. During a riot, Harlan stabs another inmate to save the life of the head of the Serenos, earning him respect from other gang leaders, but is caught on camera and sentenced to 9 more years as a result. Harlan then ceases all contact with his family, demanding that they move on and forget him. Harlan is eventually transferred to Cochrane State Prison where he is introduced to the Beast, the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood there. Impressed with Harlan's dedication, the Beast promotes him to his second-in-command. As he is set to be released, Harlan is ordered by the Beast to orchestrate a weapons deal with the Serenos. Though Harlan is initially hesitant as he will be on parole, he eventually relents after the Beast threatens his family. Upon release, he is greeted by Shotgun and other gang members, including Howie, a young Afghanistan war veteran with no criminal record. Harlan survives an attack at a party and orders Howie to answer to no one, but him. Harlan's parole officer Ed Kutcher is tipped off about the weapons deal and places Harlan under surveillance, who then discovers that Shotgun is Kutcher's informant. After Harlan transfers his finances to his wife, she brings Joshua to meet him against his wishes and has a brief emotional breakdown after realizing his son has grown up without him. On the day of the deal, Harlan evades his surveillance and kills Shotgun at his home, who is then found by Kutcher before taking his cell phone. After meeting the Serenos, Harlan texts their coordinates to Shotgun's cell phone. Realizing that Shotgun hid more of the weapons to sell himself, Harlan warns Howie to leave the criminal life and forces him out of their vehicle. As the deal closes, the police, ATF, and SWAT alerted by Harlan's texts surround the gangs. Only Howie manages to escape and watches from a distance, realizing Harlan saved his life. Fully validated, Harlan is sentenced to life imprisonment with no possibility of parole. He turns down Kutcher's offer to testify against the Beast in exchange for a full pardon. Harlan is returned to Cochrane where the Beast, having realized Harlan was responsible for the raid, threatens to have his family killed for his actions. Harlan, having smuggled in a handcuff key and a razor blade, frees himself and confronts the Beast in his cell. After a brief fight, Harlan manages to mortally wound the Beast before ordering a prison guard to claim that he acted in self-defense. He then takes the Beast's place as the gang leader. With his family's safety secured, Harlan accepts his life sentence and notifies Kutcher about the remaining weapons. He receives a letter from Joshua explaining that he and Catherine are moving on, living a successful and happy life, and that he has forgiven his father. Harlan is moved emotionally as he looks at pictures of his former life with his family and realizes that sacrificing his own freedom to kill the Beast was the only way he could protect his family from his enemies. Harlan then goes outside to exercise in the yard, knowing that his family is now safe.